Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about 6 things that matter more than being successful in life. And success can really vary in a lot of different ways. It just really depends how you look at it. It can be having a lot of money, it could be having a beautiful family, it could be whatever you picture success in your mindset. Everybody talks about it. Everybody talks about chasing it. Everybody talks about grinding for it. Everybody talks about comparing it, comparing their success to other people's success. But very few people stop to ask what success would actually cost them in life. Because it's impossible to be successful and still feel restless, drained, or disconnected from your own life. So today isn't about lowering your standards, it's more so about redefining what actually will last for you over time and what success really is. You know, these are 6 things that matter more than being successful, especially when nobody's watching. So, beginning with number one, we're going to talk about peace. And success means truly nothing if your mind never can rest. If you're constantly anxious, if you're always thinking about what's next, never able to really enjoy where you are, that's not winning, but you're just surviving in a more loud sense. Peace isn't laziness, right? I'm not trying to say be lazy, but it's a clarity that you can really have, that you have things under control. It's being able to sit alone with your thoughts without needing a distraction or something in the way. A calm mind will let you think clearly, choose very wisely, and actually enjoy what you built, what you're building. Number two, self trust. So you can have money, you can have status, you can have recognition, right? And you can still doubt every single decision that you make. And having self trust is knowing that you can handle life even when it doesn't go as planned. Things are gonna always derail, things are always gonna get sidetracked. Something's always gonna pop up. But do you have the self trust in yourself to be able to manage around these curves and manage around these bends that are gonna happen to you in life? It's built very quietly over time, just by keeping promises to yourself, by showing up to things consistently, by learning from mistakes instead of running from them. Because when you trust yourself, you don't panic as easily. You don't need as much approval, and you stop outsourcing your confidence, which is so important. Number three, time autonomy. So, success often looks very impressive from the outside, right? And it can really feel very suffocating on the inside. Long hours, always available, always on. You know, time autonomy isn't about doing nothing, right? But it's about choosing how your time is spent and what you're spending your time on. Being able to say that something matters or something doesn't matter, or just not right now whenever you're busy with something. Time is the one thing that you can never earn back in life. So, how much control you have over it will extremely define the quality of the life you will live in your life. Number four, health. And I'm not just talking about physical health, I'm talking about mental health as well. No achievement that you will achieve in your life is worth more than constant exhaustion. Burnout doesn't announce itself dramatically, but it creeps in quietly through poor sleep, through stress, through neglect, whether that's from people in your life or just in general. Like health isn't something you can fix later. It's something that you have to protect now in order to live a long, luscious, healthy life. Energy, focus, patience, all of that depends on how you treat your mind and your body. So, success without health eventually will collapse under its own weight. Number five, honest relationships. See, success can attract people, right? But it doesn't guarantee connection with these people. Real relationships don't care about your status. They care about who you are when things aren't going well. People you can be honest with. People who don't need you to perform. People who see you beyond what you produce in the world. Loneliness doesn't come from being alone, but it comes from being unseen. And no level of success can fix that. Believe me. Number six, alignment. This is the quiet one, you know, it sneaks up on you, but it matters the most. So alignment is when your values match your actions or your goals reflect what you actually want. Or it can also be your life feels intentional and not very accidental. I'll explain. You can chase someone else's definition of success and still feel like you're living the wrong life. You can chase the lifestyle of many cars, many Lamborghinis, many houses, um, many clothes, and all this stuff can feel like you can feel like you're successful, but you're really just living out somebody else's view of success, if that makes sense. And that could not totally be what you want, even though you think that's what you want, because you don't have it, because you lack it. Alignment feels a lot lighter, a lot clearer, more sustainable. What do you want to align yourself with? It's the difference between building a life that you're proud of and one that you consistently feel like you need to escape from. Success isn't bad. I don't want you to think that you shouldn't work your ass off and you shouldn't grind as hard as you can, because that's not a bad thing. But it's incomplete on its own. And the goal isn't to abandon the ambition, right? But it's to build a life where ambition doesn't cost you everything else. Because at the end of the day, the best version of success is a life that genuinely feels like it's yours. It's not impressive, it's not loud, but it's just right for you. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a good rest of your day.